Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, volleyball fans of all ages, welcome to another live broadcast here on YouTube. I am Jonathan. We are coming to you live still from Madfog Sports Center. I don't know if they have an official term for this building. This is day number 1, game number 2 of the Holiday Kickoff Classic. You're looking at your Texas Image 18 Black versus 9Fourty Volleyball. I have no idea who 9Fourty is. I'm assuming they're 18. They were not on the roster for this tournament. I have no idea who they are. Like, this is the team that should be WVC Vernon 18. I have no idea who 9Fourty is. But Image versus 9Fourty, because of the layout of this arena, Texas Image is on the far side in the red/orange jerseys with the white libero, and 9Fourty is on the close side. So I'm looking at 2 different camera angles here. You should be able to see everything just like you did in the other game, but unfortunately you will be seeing Texas Image from their front side, not their back side. Parents are not allowed on the back side of the court for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. The back side of the court is in a very large playable area, so if you compare this side of the court to the back side of the court, you want to give the players as much playable area as possible. So if you have parents sitting there, it kind of eliminates some playable area and makes it shorter. It is what it is. Anyway, your opening lineup for Texas Image, we are going to start off in your top right. So technically still your back right, but it is your top right. You've got number 3, Jessihoda, number 7, Bradley, number 15, Sheffield. Back left, we got number 13, Garcia, number 6, Ramos, and number 8, Baptiste. And Texas Image is in their serving lineup, which means we won the coin toss. We will start serving. I wish if we won the coin toss that we had switched sides and given up the serve, but whatever. Girls got to do what girls got to do. Lineups have been validated. Court has been rented. The orchestra is queued up. Let's get this shindig going. Number 13, Garcia, starting off serving for Texas Image. Stand by 1. Oh, they're having 9Fourty back up. R1's got to R1 and be the line Nazi, but it is what it is. Here's the serve. Good serve from Image. Blocked by Bradley. Bradley recovers. Attack from Sheffield. And it is shanked out. That's a point for Image. 1-0. Image taking first blood in this set number 1. Texas Image is on a 2-0 victory lead in this pool. Can they keep it going? Calling 2 touches on 9Fourty. Thank goodness for that, because I wasn't really sure what in the world that was. But you know what? I know what that was. That was a point for Texas Image, 2-0. That's exactly what that was. Ace for Image, 3-0 for number 13, Savannah Garcia. Advantage, 360. Oh, Texas Image, excuse me. Advantage, Texas Image. My bad. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. It's not fun. Ramos with that dig. Sheffield attacks. What's really sad is that was not a blind free ball. That was you could see where it was going. She saw it, everything, and she pushed it that far out. But that is a point for Texas Image, 4-0. Oh, that was a net violation, but whatever. Guess we're not going to call that. Sheffield attacking. That would have been out, but Garcia decided to play it. Hoda with the tip. Oh, free ball missed in the back by, I believe that was Baptiste. That's a point for 9Fourty, making that 4-1, 9Fourty. Still advantage, Texas Image. Good serve receive. Overpass at the net. 9Fourty jumping up and tapping it down. I'm pretty it's hard to tell from this angle if they were over the net, but either way, that's a point for 9Fourty. 4-2, Texas Image. Ramos saving it. Free ball from Baptiste. That attack does not break the tape, and that is a point for Texas Image. 5-2, Texas Image first to 5, getting back that advantage. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Oh, that was a good attack. I'm not quite sure what Ramos was reading, but she did make a dive for it, and it was kind of like a wide dive splitting out for it, but it was just missed. That was the point for 9Fourty. 5-3, Texas Image. I definitely think if I had to pick an MVP, my MVP today so far would be number 15, Jaden Sheffield. I would love to see what her percentage numbers for hitting are. She's been just a dynamo on that front line attacking, but when she's not on that front line, she's on that back row recovering. But she couldn't, unfortunately, recover that ball. That was shanked out before she could even get to it. That's a point for 9Fourty. 5-4, Texas Image, only leading by 1. Ramos on the serve receive. Tooling the block, number 8, Winter Baptiste. That's a point for Texas Image, 6-4. Checking in for Texas Image, number 5, Imito, in for number 7, Bradley. Now serving for Texas Image, number 6, Ramos. On the attack, Ramos has that dig. Overpass at the net, assist from Imito. Baptiste attacking. Baptiste, quick on that recovery, gets through the block of Imito. Down in the donut is where that open area is. I'm not quite sure if Sheffield could have gotten to it or Ramos could have gotten to it, but that is a point for 9Fourty, making that 6-5 Texas Image. Almost a Goldilocks serve, but Ramos digs it up. Imito attacks, it's blocked. Imito on the recovery. Blocked by Imito. And they just let it drop. No one goes for it. That's a point for Texas Image, 7-5. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda, Having a hard time being on the front-facing side of the girls today. That was in. I would call that in. I totally disagree with that, but unfortunately we don't have a coach's challenge and instant replay in this level of volleyball. That's a point for 9Fourty, 7-6 Texas Image. The R1 relies heavily on that line ref, and usually what the line ref says goes, but sometimes they're just kids. Tip from Baptiste. Net play, Baptiste pushing over the net. Ball sent out on that attack from 9Fourty. No one touching it. That's a point for Texas Image, making that 8-6. 9Fourty has kept the game pretty close to Texas Image in this particular game. Texas Image had a much easier time with Liberty. We have number 8, Winter Baptiste, serving for Texas Image. Service error from Texas Image is a point for 9Fourty. 8-7. Now checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis, in for number 8, Winter Baptiste. Hoda on the serve receive, good hands for it. Imito attacks, cross court. Beautiful attack from Sheffield. Free ball blind. Oh, Hoda makes a dive for it. She couldn't save it. Oh, that was so tragic. Point. 9Fourty making that 8-all. 9Fourty has caught up to Texas Image. There's that serve. Ramos on it. Garcia sends it to Sheffield. Sheffield attacks. They dig it up. Ramos. Garcia. Imoto. Garcia. Ramos on the assist. Sheffield's going to attack with a roll shot. Overpass. They're calling the ball down. I'm not quite sure how, if it was an overpass back over the net, but whatever, I'll take it. That's a point for Texas Image, 9-8. Don't know how you can overpass at the net and the ball be returned, but they're calling the ball down. That is a Goldilocks serve and an ace for Texas Image, 10-8. Number 5, Imoto continuing her serving run. Deep serve. Free ball. Mathis has it. Garcia. Imoto attacking from the back row. They pop it up and let it drop. That is a point for Texas Image. 11-8 advantage, Texas Image.
Another one, Christina, another one.
Over the block, Mathis has the dig. Sheffield attacks. Oh, that was a line drive, but unfortunately it was like 2 inches out. Way too far. Point, 9-40, making that 11-9 at Texas Image. Image losing that advantage, but still 2 points ahead. Service error from 9-40. Easy point for Texas Image. 12-9 advantage Image. Now serving for Texas Image. Number 13, Savannah Garcia. We have completed 1 full rotation.
Get up.
On the attack, ball is out. Mathis in the back row wisely ducking, but they are calling a touch on the block of all things. Are you serious? I don't see how. Point, 9-40, 12-10, Texas Image. Mathis on the serve receive. Garcia bumps. Attack from Hoda, cross court. Mathis ducking the ball. No one touching the ball. Point, Texas Image, 13-10, advantage Texas Image. Checking back in for Texas Image, number 8, Winter Baptiste, in for number 1, Kat Mathis. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Oh, that is a beautiful ace. 14-10, Texas Image. Defense from Bradley. Garcia's got it. Ramos on the assist. Baptiste attacks. The attack is out. No touches being called. That's a point for 9-40. 14-11. Texas Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia gets it up. Baptiste attacking. That was split between 6 and 5. Ramos makes a dive for it, but just can't get to it. That's a point for 9-40. 14-12, Texas Image. Ramos and Sheffield crossing, watching the ball, doing the volleyball girl math, which is kind of scary because girl math is scary, but they watch the ball goes out. No touches being called. Point, Texas Image, 15-12. Texas Image first to 15 with number 6, Gianna Ramos, serving for Texas Image. Roll shot. Garcia pops it up. Ramos assisting to Oda with the attack. Oh, that was in. Beautiful attack Down the line. Line drive from number 3, Jessa Hoda, 16-12, Texas Image. Sheffield stretching, getting her hand on it, but unfortunately that is very risky to do in volleyball. Ball being shanked out, point 9-40, 16-13, Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Hoda. Hoda attacks. They pop it high. Tip from Baptiste. That is a good point for Texas Image, 17-13. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. Oh, service error from Texas Image. Ball hits the tape but does not cut that tape. Point for 940, 17-14, Image. Ramos has that serve receive. Garcia sends it over to Baptiste with a roll shot. Still playable. Here's a back row attack. Garcia has hands for it. Baptiste attacks cross court again. Hoda. Imoto with a beautiful kill from number 5, Christina Imoto. Texas Image, 18-14. Timeout, 9:40. Just a reminder, in this pool play, the way it is set up, it is 2 sets, first to 25. There is no tie-breaking set. On day 1, first and second will go to gold, third goes to silver, and fourth goes to bronze. Like, one wouldn't think that this tournament and this here is big enough to have a bronze bracket because it's only 4 courts. But it is, apparently. Getting back into it, 940 has used 1 timeout in this set, number 1. Texas Image still has both their timeouts remaining. This is 18 serving 14 with number 8, Baptiste, serving with an ace. Point, Image, 19-14. Did I lose connection with my scoreboard? No, I didn't. It's still there. It's just slow. They were going to try to free ball it over the net, but couldn't save it. That is a point for Texas Image, making that 20-14. Texas Image first to 20. 5 away. Service error from Texas Image is a point for 940, making that 20-15. Texas Image. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis, in from number 8, Winter Baptiste. That was Hoda on that serve receive. Attack from Imoto. That is a point for Texas Image. Ball is touched on the way out. 21-15, Texas Image. Now serving for Image, number 5, Christina Imoto. On the attack, off the block. That was Hoda with that dig. Sheffield attacks. They keep it alive. Free ball. Imoto. Garcia. Sheffield attacks. Push over the net. Imoto's got it. Garcia back to Sheffield. Sheffield with the roll shot. Mathis has the dig. Imito with the assist. Sheffield, free ball. Tip. On the attack, off the block. Mathis has the dig. Sheffield on the attack. They pop it high. Free ball, blind. That's 4 or 5. 4 or 5, whatever. Point, Texas Image, 22-15. I'm not a smart man, but I know if you touch it more than 3 times, you can't do that in volleyball. And that is an ace for Imito. Point, Texas Image, 23-15. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, Coach, but this would be a great time for a timeout. Texas Image is 2 away. Girls not talking, bumping into each other. That is 4 touches, making that a point for Texas Image. 24-15, set point, Texas Image.
Nice!
And an ace for that set point. 25-15, Texas Image over 9Fourty in set number 1 by 10. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back at you with set number 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into it. This is game number 2, set number 2. Texas Image 18 Black versus 9Fourty. Have no idea what they are. Volleyball. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they're from. They don't appear on the bracket. Like whenever their scores are being filled in, it's going for WVC Vernon 18. But I don't think they're WVC Vernon 18. If this team is WVC Vernon 18, but their jersey says 9Fourty, that's very confusing and concerning. And that is an ace for 9Fourty as a runaround in victory, making first strike, first kill against Texas Image in this set number 2, 1-0. That was a line fault. Point. Texas Image 1-all. 9Fourty has been flirting this line, something fierce all day, and someone finally tripped over it. Serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Off the hands, saved. Oh, that was so disappointing. Off the hands of Baptiste. Ramos saving the ball, and I think Baptiste just kind of panicked, I guess, but that's a point for 9Fourty to 1. Ramos on that serve receive. Baptiste attacking, getting over that block. Free ball. Ramos has it. Garcia sends it to Bradley with an attack. Roll shot does not break the tape. Point. Image 2-all. Calling screening. I don't know how you do that, but I mean, well, yeah. R1 is calling screening against 9Fourty, 3-2 Texas Image, with number 6 Ramos serving for Image. Good save. I'm going to give it to him. You know what? We do the same thing. That was a beautiful save, and then we just kind of like into the net. That's a point for Texas Image for 2. There's a lag, even sending the commands. Hoda with that beautiful dig. Attack from Baptiste. Defense from Mimoto, ready for that middle. You know what? We will play Madfogs later today, but they're not currently playing right now, so that is not a legal assist. That's the point for Texas Image, making that 5-2. Advantage Image, with Ramos continuing her serving run. Mimoto has it. Baptiste with the tip over the net. Dump from 9Fourty. Baptiste attacks. You can see that block. That is a beautiful attack and kill from number 8, Winter Baptiste. Point. Texas Image 6-2. Defense at the net from Baptiste has got them shook. That is a point for Texas Image, 7-2. That setter was going to go up and try to setter dump, but Baptiste was like, I got you right here, don't even try it, and she couldn't do it. And that's an ace for Image, point. Texas Image, 8-2. Here's the attack. The attack does not even break the tape. Point. Image 9-2. Coach, I'm telling you, this would be a great time to take a timeout. You should really, really, really take a timeout. As a friend, I'm telling you to take a timeout. No? Okay, Texas Image serving. Push from the back row. Ramos has it. Tip from Mimoto. Almost was a lift. Thank God they didn't call it that. Defense at the net. They're calling a lift on 9Fourty. Point, Texas Image, 10-2. Texas Image first to 10. Ramos has that dig. Garcia to, oh, who touched it? Ball was tipped out by 940, hitting the antenna. 11-2. I was so concerned that Texas Image pushed it into the antenna on the way back, but fortunately that R1 is right there and saw it. 940 pushed back and it is out. And an ace. Point. Image. 12-2. Texas Image with a 10-point lead. 940 finally taking a timeout. You really should... Look. You win volleyball games by winning by 2. If you're up by 3, that is an advantage because that's plus 1 more than 2. That's a little bit more difficult. If you are up by 5, that's very, very hard. If you are up by 7, that's very impossible. If you are up by 10, you have a lot of work to catch up to you because even you, like your team that has a 10-point lead on you has to make a comical amount of mistakes for you to have a prayer of catching up to them. Or you have to have just some dominating offensive attacks. One of the two have to happen. I don't know if 940 can pull this off. I'm not rooting for him because Texas Image is my team. I'm just concerned as Ramos continues her serve. Baptiste has it. Imito from a middle attack. Quick attack from Texas Image. Oh, Sheffield gets a hand on it. That was a good attack from 940. Sheffield made a dive but couldn't save it. I hit the wrong button. That's a point for 940. Should be 12-3. Yes, 12-3. Texas Image. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste. Calling a net violation on 940. 13-3. Baptiste hit into that block. I guess it was enough for that block to touch the net. Hoda serving for Image. Back row attack. Oh, Garcia gets underneath it, picks it up. Or Ramos gets underneath it, picks it up. Garcia gets a piece of it, but couldn't get it high enough. That's a point for 940, making that 13-4. Texas Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Imito with the tip over the net. Blind free ball. Doesn't break the tape. Point. Texas Image 14-4. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis in for number 8, Winter Baptiste. Now serving for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis. Please begin. Please begin. Service error from Texas Image. Here's a point for 940. 14-5. Texas Image. Kat, I will explain it to you later. Imito with the tip. They shank it out, and 940, even though you had, I think I was number 13, she was right there. She watched the ball go out and didn't do anything about it. Point Texas Image, 15-5. Imito serving for Texas Image. Here's an attack. Mathis, makes a dive for it, gets a hand on it, but it is shanked out. Point 940, 15-6. Texas Image.
All right, let's go, women! Let's go, Red!
At this point, it is mathematically improbable for Texas Image to lose this. They would have to want to lose this to lose this. Mathis on the serve receive, overpass at the net, it's under. Point 940, 15-7. Image. Hoda has the serve receive. Attack from Bradley. Defense from Sheffield, calling 2 touches on 940. 16-7. So the two-touch rule, you can two-touch on your side of the net as long as it is in the first touch. You can't do that on the second touch or over the net. Ramos on the assist. Attack from Sheffield. That ball was dropped and it was also two-touch, so it doesn't really matter if it was dropped. Point. Image 17-7. Now serving for Texas Image, number 13, Savannah Garcia. On the attack, blocked by number 7, Bradley. Point. Texas Image, 18-7. Monster block from Texas Image. I do wish this was like Texas A&M when they had a block and just the whole stadium just monster block. It's so freaking awesome. Ball sent out. Calling a touch on the block for Image. That's a point for 940. 18-8. Image. Hoda has the serve receive. Sheffield attacks with a tip. Free ball. Ramos has it. Sheffield attacks. It's blocked. Recovered by Bradley. Roll shot from Sheffield. And they drop it on a roll shot. Point. Image 19-8. Checking in for Texas Image. Number 8, Winter Baptiste. In for number 1, Kat Mathis. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Service error from Image is a point for 940, 19-9, Texas Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste, who attacks the tack, does not break the tape. Point, 940. 940 finally breaking double digits. 19-10, Texas Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Sheffield back row attack. Antenna. Hoda on the attack. Everybody's saying that the attack from 940 went beyond the antenna. R1 is calling the line refs and the R2 up to see if anybody saw it. The entire up here, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of bias.
There it is. All right.
Calling a point for Texas Image on review. 20-10. Texas Image first to 20. 10 away, or 5 away, and 10-point lead over their opponent, with number 6, Gianna Ramos, serving for Texas Image. Off the block. Sheffield has it. Oh, I can't believe that worked out in our favor. I was so concerned about that. That is a point for Texas Image, 21-10. Ball was so close to the net, I was concerned that Garcia was going to get in the net. But we didn't touch the net, and 940 hit the ball out. As Ramos serves and gets an ace. Point, Image, 22-10. Image is 3 away. And that's an ace. Point. Texas Image, 23-10. Off of an ace from number 6, Gianna Ramos. Defense. Point. Texas Image, 24-10 off of a monster block. Match point, Texas Image. That is an ace for the game-winning point. 25-10, Texas Image over 9Fourty, 2-0. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon. Turn on all notifications so you never miss another live broadcast or upload to the channel. I'm Jonathan, reminding you, stay classy, San Diego.